Hello and welcome back to another episode of LMScast. My name is Chris Badgett and I'm joined by Ali Mathis. And today we're getting into some exciting news about the re-release of the LifterLMS Done For You setup service. So thanks for coming on the show, Ali.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Good to be here. Hi, everyone.
So we got a lot of feedback around our Done For You services, and part of what it was is that we weren't communicating as well as we could about what all was inside of it. So we spent a bunch of time kind of recrafting the messaging, the pricing, and none of that changed. But what we did is we're just trying to better illustrate what you get when you get the LifterLMS Done For You setup service, which isn't for everybody. There's a lot of do-it-yourselfers out there. There's a lot of people that are hiring their own agency to do a bunch of custom development and extend LifterLMS into interesting places. But the LifterLMS Done For You setup service is for that person out there who is really just wanting to be the expert, to do their piece, but they can't do it all. They want to have a technology partner to help them on the journey. They want to get it set up fast, and they want to avoid the classic mistakes and leverage the benefits of working with the same team that makes the product, LifterLMS, and have that same team set up the service for them and launch in as little as 2 weeks. So that's what it's all about. And Ali and I kind of wanted to get in with you and kind of explain what we've seen and how going with the Done For You setup service can have a lot of benefits. And the first one being just that speed to market of 5 to 10 business days, depending upon which of the packages you select. Launching quickly can have a lot of benefits. But tell us, Ali, what are some opportunity costs of people? Like, what are you missing out on if you're trying to do it all yourself and taking a long time? Like, what might be the hidden costs?
Well, I mean, one thing that I've seen in some of our clients is that they think that they can maybe not necessarily save time, but save money by trying to do something themselves. And when you don't let an expert do it and you try to take it on yourself, while it can be a good personal learning and personal growth opportunity, sometimes it takes a lot longer for things to get done, or it doesn't work exactly right. And, ultimately, I think we're all very busy, and your time is valuable. I know it's a cliche, but time is money. So that the time that you spend fiddling around with things yourself when we could have the site up and running is time that really not only costs you your own, money in terms of time, but you could be making money and getting a return on your investment from your website, because we have it down to a science and we have it perfected, and we can just get it up for you in 5 to 10 days, depending on the level of the package that you need.
Absolutely. And yeah, having the team that built the product, do it for you and save you all that time can be really critical. And like Ali said, it's an investment. And our goal is always 10 times value. So whatever you invest in your setup service, or if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're just getting the software, we want you to see those returns. And we designed LifterLMS to be a publishing tool for building an online education platform that can create real results, impact, and income in the world. But in the beginning, you do need to go through some investment and some startup costs. And if you're going to have another team do it and do it quickly, there is an investment there. But our goal is to be a technology partner with you so that you can earn back that investment as quickly as possible. So the other thing, not only can going through the Done For You setup service get your platform up fast, you can also avoid a lot of the classic mistakes that come with doing it yourself. And part of doing anything yourself, as we all know, since we're interested in things like education and learning, is that there's a lot of mistakes. The very first time I built a website a decade ago, I made a lot of mistakes. I can do it much, much, much faster now. But this kind of ties into our earlier point about speed to market and like how quickly are you going to start earning your investment back when you're making some mistakes. So nobody's going to make less mistakes than the company that actually built the product. What are some mistakes that you see people making out there, Allie, who are perhaps trying to do it themselves when they do have the resources to invest in a team, and but they just haven't made that switch in their mind about partnering with a technology partner?
Well, I mean, this isn't a specific mistake, more as I guess an overall comment that, you, the customer out there, are the expert in your field, and that's, you have, a vast knowledge base to share, which is why you're putting together an online course platform, whereas we are technology experts. So, you should really be spending more of your energy, finalizing and refining the details of your course and your area of expertise, and not worrying about the technical details or getting bogged down, in terms of just wasting time or spinning your wheels, by building your website when we could be doing that.
That's awesome. And if you want to find out more about this Done For You setup service, you can just go to LifterLMS.com/DFY. That stands for Done For You. You can also find the Done For You setup service in the store. And we have a little quote generator that you can, select the type of things you want done, and it's going to give you an exact price and a package for that. And, when you invest in that, you're going to be, the stopwatch is started, and once we get everything we need from you so that we can, get on the scene and do what we got to do, it's anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks, and you're up and running.
And I think one thing, Chris, I know that you and I worked on a lot when we were, pulling the service together, is really listening to customers and their requirements. And, I'm not interested in selling somebody a product that they don't need. So that's why we offer 4 different sort of levels, that are tailored to your budget and your technological needs.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if this is a big decision, it's a big investment. If you need to have email conversation or even want to jump on a call, we have ways to do that. You can find all that at LifterLMS.com. And really I'd encourage you to take a step back and think about your project. As I've said many times on this podcast, there's 4 things that you need to be successful. First, you need expertise. Second, you need community. Third, you need instructional design, or the ability to teach and package your course. And then the 4th is the online course delivery system, the technology part. And it's very rare that one person can do all those things. So I would encourage you to, consider, if you have the means and the resources, to have us just step on the gas pedal for you as a technology partner to get your learning platform launched as soon as possible.
Chris, one thing before we go that I think would be helpful would be maybe for you to go over the difference, or for us to talk about, to help clarify what demo content is versus people's own content, because that's a question that we seem to get a lot in terms of the different package levels.
Absolutely. So in the web world, demo content it's basically like placeholder content. It's images, it's text, it's videos, it's badges. Like when we get into e-learning and online courses, it's certificates, it's LifterLMS engagement emails that have stuff in there. It's just not your stuff. It's not your pictures, your courses, your lessons. But what that does is, it's like going to a neighborhood. If you're looking at real estate and you go to the spec home and you can see, oh, okay, there's a couch here. This is what the kitchen layout is, but this is not my stuff. This is just some demonstration stuff. So there's really 2 reasons that people go with demo content instead of having us at LifterLMS install your content. And that is, one is price. It's more time intensive on our part to gather all your course materials and platform materials and install and configure all that. And also some people just preferred, like, instead of just, if you were to just buy like the LifterLMS software tools, it's like showing up on a piece of lawn with a bunch of stacks of wood and bricks and everything, and you have to put it together. But in this case, somebody just wants, well, just set it up for me. I know it's not my stuff and it's a little bit cheaper, and I'm going to come behind you and I'm going to replace, your paint with my paint. I'm going to put my course image where yours was. Now I know where that goes. Oh, I see you have these sample engagement emails. I'm going to kind of go in there, but I'm going to reword the wording so it sounds like it's coming from me and I'm talking about the things I want to be talking about. So that's why people use demo content. Or if you really, you've got your course material together and you're not really using the demo to save money or as a starting point for your course, you might want to just really step on the gas pedal and have us install your content. And then the very act of us collecting it all for you is going to ensure that you've thought of everything and have all the pieces you need to make a successful platform.
Mm-hmm. But, one confusion that I hear a lot is the difference between sort of design and content. And I think we should just clarify that all 4 levels of the package do include, configuring and styling the Launchpad theme to match the basic colors of your logo and your color palette. And you can give us a design reference to work with. So that's included in every level package.
Yeah, absolutely. And design is really important. And that's another reason to, leverage the ability of the professionals out there. You may have a logo, you may have a color palette, but even if you just have a logo and you have some design references of sites that you kind of like from a design perspective, that's all we need to take those design cues and implement that on your learning platform. So design is really important, but just like going to some, college dorm rooms versus that same person when perhaps they're a little older, you can see how design changes over time, or how the ability to appreciate good design changes. And it's good to work with a design professional. So that's an important part of the package as well.
Mm-hmm. And if you head on over to the LifterLMS.com store, which is underneath the add-ons item on our main menu there, you can actually click on the Done For You product and see the difference in what each package includes.
Yeah, and just to give the listener just a little more like, well, what is it going to look like? Go look at the LifterLMS demo and see what that looks like, and just realize that those same tools can be configured to a very different design and made to look completely different based on your design preferences or your content and that sort of thing. So just to kind of give you an idea of what type of platform it is that you can get through the Done For You setup service.
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for checking out another episode of LMScast. And go find us at LifterLMS.com if you have any questions about the Done For You setup service. And let's build great online learning experiences together.